Ramoji Excellence Award is for excellence in science and technology. The Ramoji Group proudly presents the Award of Excellence in Science and Technology to Professor Madhavi Latha Gali. Madhavi Latha is a visionary whose scientific expertise has strengthened India's most ambitious infrastructure. With a PhD from IIT Madras and her leadership at IISc, she has pioneered advanced techniques in soil and rock reinforcement. Her work was instrumental in engineering the iconic Chenab Railway Bridge, the world's highest railway bridge. A leader in seismic response, slope stability, geosynthetics and sustainable ground improvement, she is shaping safer future and the infrastructure for India. As a chair of the Center of Sustainable Technologies at IISc, she inspires young engineers to innovate with purpose.
Welcome to ETV Bharat. I am Siddharth and today we have with us Dr. Madhavi Latha, one of India's leading geotechnical engineers and a professor at Indian Institute of Science. Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste, Siddharth.
You're not known only for one historic thing, but two. One is that you are the first female professor in civil engineering at Indian Institute of Science, and you worked on the world's highest bridge, a railway bridge. What are your thoughts on that, and how do you feel about having done this?
Okay, the first one, what you said, I'm the first female faculty in the Department of Civil Engineering, IISc. I think someone has to come, and I have come, so that's how it happened. But the second thing, what you talked about, the world's highest railway bridge, and I am one of the engineers who designed and part of the construction and completion of this bridge. This brings a lot of pride to me. I feel great about it.
Coming from Andhra Pradesh, normally people turn towards engineering. But then what made you turn towards civil engineering as such? Because, you know, we have a lot of stereotypes about it, especially about women entering the hard engineering fields, you know. So what made you turn towards it? What was the process like, especially at home and later taking those decisions?
Okay. To be very honest, I never wanted to be an engineer. I wanted to be a doctor, and taking engineering was because of situations at home and especially the financial status of my family. So they thought that engineering is a better profession than medical profession, because we can settle down in life quickly and we start earning, whereas medical profession needs a lot of financial support for building a clinic or to continuing in this profession for a long time to complete the studies. So that's how I entered engineering. But once I entered engineering, civil engineering was also not my choice, because I got seat in other branches as well. But since I didn't get in electronics, civil engineering was my second choice. That's how I entered civil engineering. Yes, you said there are a lot of stereotypes and who will say that women have to go into this field, that field. But personally, I don't think any of this kind of things exist, that women have to do only these things. For me, I treat myself as equal to any man in the world. So I don't think being a woman should decide your career path. I think it's your passion that should drive you towards a specific profession.
So civil engineering chose you, or you chose civil engineering?
Maybe both. Maybe both. I chose civil engineering when civil engineering came in my way.
Again, sort of reiterating my previous question in a slightly different way maybe, because there are more barriers for women when it comes to mechanical engineering or civil engineering, which are considered as the hard ones compared to, and there's more of physicality involved in these avenues. What are the barriers that you faced as such, or did you actually face any barriers because of your gender?
No, I didn't face any barriers because of my gender. There is physical work in this profession, particularly when you work on field. I don't deny that, but I think we are capable of handling it. When women can go into space and live for months and years beating all men, I don't think civil engineering is a big thing that people should be scared about. I would say that this is like any other profession. But if you are looking for a job inside an office sitting 9 to 5 in front of your computer, this is not for you. If you are passionate about nation building, I think this is for you.
You said two interesting things. One is about nation building, and you use the word scary, because that's the perception. Now, when it comes to the bridge that you worked on, the China bridge, it has both. It has a scary element towards it, considering its location in the geopolitical context and with other issues, and its altitude and all. And you are also known for a design as you go approach. How did this come together? How was the process? Like, was a design as you go approach needed in this context?
Design as you go approach is needed in any infrastructural project which is like very big and takes long time, because things change with time, because rocks also change with time. They undergo a process through which their properties won't remain the same over the years. And also when you are talking about projects which are like built on natural slopes like Chenab bridge, you need to adopt design as you go. It is not like my approach that we have adopted. It is the approach adopted in globally in many civil engineering projects, but in rarely. And this approach it has come together through the Indian Railways and the construction companies and the designers like me. So, we all worked on this evolution of the bridge into what it is standing today.
When it comes to evolution and design in engineering, I see things are evolving technologically. We are evolving at a geometric pace probably today more than ever. How do you feel sustainability, safety and environmental concerns also have to come into engineering and design?
See, I am the chair of sustainable technologies of IISc, so I definitely know what sustainability means. Many people said that in Chenab railway bridge construction, you have used so much of cement concrete, which is not a sustainable material. But to all of them, I would like to tell that sustainability is not about just the materials. It's about the entire environmental impact and the life cycle. For example, the Chenab railway bridge was the only lifeline to the entire Jammu region when floods happened recently. All roads were closed, and this was the only line through which the government has transported flood material and flood victims to the upper regions. And also when millions of tons of apples are getting rotten, this was the only line through which the government could transport the apples from Anantnag and Madgaon districts to Delhi through Apple Express trains. I would call this is sustainability. And initially when the project started, many people in that region opposed. There is something going to happen in this region, and our slopes are affected, our hills are affected, there is going to be kind of civil engineering construction. But I recently met many of the social influencers in a conference in Goa, where these people have come and told me that, ma'am, during these floods we realized why we need this bridge. We all are so proud of you and we are thankful to you for being a part of this bridge. So, I can see that keeping people happy without affecting their ecosystem is what sustainability means. I think we achieved through our Chenab railway bridge project.
So, sustainability according to you has more dimensions to it than just a unidimensional,
yes.
Whether it's a material or whether it's an emission. Or
yes, it is. There is a river flowing between two hills, and we have built this huge bridge, but we have not disturbed the course of the river, or we have not silted the river. Enough care is taken for all these environmental aspects to keep the terrain as natural as it was in the beginning. So, I would say that no rules of sustainability are broken, and moreover with time the kind of benefits it is giving. The time between Jammu and Srinagar, the travel time is reduced by 50%, which means that we are saving so much of emission on these roads of Jammu and Kashmir. That is sustainability.
So, by reducing the travel time,
yes,
you are cutting down fuel consumption,
yes,
and you are kicking off a whole
yes,
ecosystem about it.
Yes.
When you talk about engineering and sustainability and essentially STEM fields, again there is the whole gender aspect that no matter how hard we try not to bring in in 21st century, it is more relevant. And you have been the recipient of the top 75 Women in STEM in India award. What's your take on women in STEM from a breaking gender barriers sort of a point of view? Because there is still the glass ceiling. You still see a wage gap in certain countries and in certain industries, especially in STEM. And there's also, as I said, a glass ceiling where the perception is that women cannot break it beyond a certain point. So as somebody who's been involved in a monumental project like this at a very influential level, what do you have to say about it?
Very relevant point. I wouldn't say that we don't have gender bias in our system. There is definitely this barrier and this glass ceiling what you're talking about. But I would say that the change should come from every point of view. Like women also should feel fearless in pursuing these professional trajectories.